What's up? What's up, everybody? Listen. You can tell today by my background that today it will not be about my beloved Dallas Cowboys. Instead, I'm switching real quick. And this won't be long at all. If you're a basketball fan, come on in. I'll jump with the Cowboys maybe tomorrow, even though it's the 4th or the 5th or whatever. I'll be right back in mode with the Cowboys for that. But as for today, you can tell by the purple and gold. You already know what time it is. I'm talking Lakers today. And I'm already knowing, I'm familiar with some of these groups that I just shared it with. Listen, I'm Big Time of the Big Time Show. Welcome to the show real quick. And thank you. If you don't know me, I'm usually talking Dallas Cowboy talk. Pretty much doing that, talking about the Cowboys nonstop But on today, if you know anything about me, I am a diehard Los Angeles Laker fan as well. In the same way, I just don't talk about them too much. But I had to get on here and talk real quick about the Lakers and free agency. And I had to get this straight because I'm looking at a whole lot of folks, man. And Laker fans, we just, you know, I don't know what's wrong with it. And maybe I need to cool out because maybe it's because of the younger Laker fans. That's all. They don't have a concept of Laker history. They don't have a concept of Laker uh, the really what it takes. Let me just sum it up this way. I've been a Laker fan since 1979. 1979. So obviously I'm a little bit older. And so I saw all of the championships, especially in the 80s and of course Shaq and Kobe era. And then Kobe and Powell. The championships I know plenty about. I know the way the Lakers run. I've seen it from Dr. Buzz to Jenny, from the players, the legendary players that we've had from Magic all the way up until now. I guess you could say with LeBron. So I've seen it all in the middle. And there needs to be some things reiterated real quick about the Los Angeles Lakers from some fans rather than these groups that I'm seeing a whole lot of folks in trying to talk Laker talk, and you got milk on your breath, and you know what I'm saying, because you're just not you're not in depth with the Lakers as I am. First of all, let's get one thing straight. There's only one franchise that can talk with us. That's it. There's the Lakers, and then there's the Celtics. It ain't nobody else. Please don't come to me talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder. God bless them. They are the world champions. Good. Fine. Hey, good. Please don't come talking to me about nobody else. This league is built. The way that the league is now is built upon, if you want to throw a distant third, and I did say distant, you might as well throw in maybe the Chicago Bulls and the popularity of Michael Jordan and all that stuff. This is what the NBA is today because of those three franchises. San Antonio was good, but they were boring. They had really no personalities there. So I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the Los Angeles Lakers. First of all, you gotta have no championships to even be talking to me about. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna call it like it is. It's the Lakers. However, before we really get hyped about the Lakers, there's some things that need to be reestablished. Okay. And as a Laker fan, and knowing how this thing had went for years, that's why I'm going with it now. As a Laker fan, from 1979 to this very present moment, a diehard Laker fan, I know how this organization runs. I haven't seen it for years. We know what it's all about. It's all about winning the championship. It ain't about making the playoffs. It ain't about winning the division. It ain't about none of that. When you talk to Los Angeles Lakers, the Los Angeles Lakers are geared only toward one thing. Don't care what the talent level is like. The Los Angeles Lakers have one goal in mind. This is just the way that it's been. This is the way that it always has been. And this is the way that it always will be. First things first. Jenny comes from Dr. Bus. She knows because she's worked in the building for long as her father was there. She knows what this is all about. She's a champion in her own right. So she knows. Now, she sold the team, as we all know, sold it to Mr. Warren, who is a champion. If you know anything about him, the Dodgers, other places he's won championships. This dude is the real deal. He spares no expense. All you got to do is look at the Dodgers roster right now, and you can see this man want to win. Anytime you go get Shohei Ohtani, pay him all that money, you got Mookie Betts, you got Freeman, you got all these guys. Just a dominant team in the Dodgers. as of now. This dude want to win. You got Magic Johnson, of course, the great Magic Johnson, who's on that ownership team with the Dodgers. We don't have to say anything about Magic. We already know he's a winner. We already know all he's about is winning world championships. We already know all this. So the Lakers are in good hands with Mr. Warren. That part I ain't upset about. I'm upset tonight because I'm hearing too much stuff. And it's really to one particular person. And I'm going to get into it in just a second. I won't be long. Appreciate everybody that's here. Appreciate Ace97. Do you think Rob Pelinka need to be fired? No. Rob Pelinka does not need to be fired. I appreciate you popping in on me, Ace97. Karam, the Oklahoma City fan. He says still on contenders in my opinion. They won 50 games and they got better by adding Aiden to the team. So I don't know how many wins that will add or whatever. I think the Lakers did get better. We didn't lose anybody yet. As far as the depth or the bench players, we ain't lost nobody yet. So they won 50 with what they had last year. Aiden makes them better. How much better, I don't know. But he does make them better. Is it good enough to beat y'all, the Oklahoma City Thunder? I doubt it. Is it good enough to hang with Denver and the new Houston team and all that? I don't know. But the Lakers did get better by Aiden. That ain't what I want to talk about either. I'm happy that we got Aiden because he's probably going to be the best option. And since we all knew we needed a big man, he probably was the best one that was out there. And we got him. So, job well done by Rob and Lakers staff and whoever was in charge of making that decision. Obviously, Rob. Don't know who else, got into that. But here's my part about the Lakers. And for all you Laker fans that love a certain person or certain people on this team, you might as well buckle up your seatbelts. Just listen to me. You can't take away my Laker card. I am a Laker fan. 1979. Been rolling ever since. Here we go. The Lakers have always knew the direction they were going, even though they had great players throughout the years. All you had to go back to is the 80s. At one point in time, good Lord, this whole starting five just about was a Hall of Fame team. Magic, Kareem, James, Bob McAdoo, Jamal Wilkes. All these people played on the same team. Michael Cooper, Hall of Fame player himself. All these people played on the same team, but you knew who was the captain. Kareem was the captain. Kareem was the man. Kareem was the multiple-time MVP. Kareem was the dog. All of them were dogs, but Kareem was the man. Everybody knew that. But it was a certain point in Kareem's career that when let me put some music on because I sound dry right quick. Let me put this on real quick. Y'all forgive me. At a certain point, Kareem knew, or the Lakers knew in particular, Pat Riley knew it was a changing of the guard even though Kareem was there. He knew the team needed to turn over to Magic Johnson. That there needed to be a switching of the seats. Kareem was first option and Magic kind of was two. And then Pat made the switch and said, okay, Magic, this offense now really does need to run through you. Kareem is slowly but surely going down. He cannot be the bell cow for this team anymore. You got to take over. Y'all know the story, what happened. Magic started winning MVPs. The Lakers still were winning world championships, etc., etc. But you knew that Pat Riley knew that it was time for a little switching on who was driving the car now. That's what happened. And I think that because, to make a long story short, I told you it ain't going to be long. And y'all come on, chime in with me. Appreciate everybody that's on here. Appreciate everybody that's on Twitter. Appreciate everybody on YouTube and Facebook. Listen, I don't care. Got to call it like it is. I don't care about what LeBron is. I don't care what he's done. He has done a lot. He will go down as top 2 Depending on who we get, top 2 or 3 greatest player to ever play the game. I got him myself personally in number 2 behind Mike. That's me. He's great. You can't take nothing from him. He's great. I personally didn't want him on the Lakers team because I didn't like him. I still have a slight problem with him myself. Not personal. I wanted Kobe to whoop him so bad. I wanted Cleveland to make the finals so bad during that time, so Kobe can destroy him. And that's just the way that I feel. I never cheered for Cleveland. I never cheered for him when he was with Miami. I didn't cheer for him when he won the title against Golden State. I ain't never been a LeBron fan. It took me some time to really, somewhat feel it. Because he had the Lakers jersey on, though, I had to go ahead and cheer for him because that's my team. And I was glad, of course, when we won the title in the bubble, whatever you want to say, bubble championship, I don't care. Nobody else didn't get it. We won. So I don't even want to hear all that. We the champions. We got rings full. We got a banner in the building. We were the world champion. Ain't nobody else say that. So that's my feeling on it. Now, I really don't want to hear, what I'm hearing lately is one of the things that goes against Lakers tradition. The Lakers always know when there's a changing of the guard when you have great players. We had this with Shaq and Kobe. The Lakers organization recognized that as great as Shaquille O'Neal was, they knew it was time to make a decision about who really driving the car. And they did. And they chose Kobe Bryant. And Shaq went on somewhere else. And the rest, they say, is history. They got 2 more championships out of Kobe without Shaq. So the Lakers know. At least Jenny been around long enough to know about this unwritten dynamic with the Los Angeles Lakers and leadership and who's driving the real car. And they know when it's time to let the used to be number 1 guy become the number 2 guy. It's just unwritten. It ain't no rule book. It ain't nothing there. They just know, and they've made the right decisions. For some strange reason, make a long story short, we struggling with this. So I just gonna clear it up for Laker Nation as a diehard Laker fan and one that's been a Laker fan since 1979. Let me go ahead and just clear this thing up real quick. We should not be looking to LeBron for absolutely nothing now. Because he's not the leader anymore. I'm not saying he's not great. I'm not saying he can't play. We all know he still can play. He's a wonder. He's incredible what he's doing. For a person to be as old as he is, still playing basketball. It's incredible. He don't play like it's his age. We all know that. But we struggling with this one. The day that you made that trade for Luka Doncic and trade away AD, which I'm in total agreement with. Had no problem with Luka being traded to LA. No. Love it, actually. But when you brought that 20, how old is Luka? 22, 23 years old? A multiple time all NBA first team, all NBA player, MVP candidate, all this. And LeBron at the time, 39, 40 years old. Come on now. This ain't hard. This is not hard. This is not hard. It's time to switch seats. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I'm hearing the sportscasters steadily trying to make things about how are we going to make this a championship run for LeBron. This guy right here. That guy right there, right over my shoulder. They're trying to figure out how we gonna who we gonna get for LeBron. Who we gonna get beside LeBron? And I'm saying, like, LeBron finna retire in 1 year or two, 1 or 2 years. Why are we focusing in on the Lakers organization when we've already did this stuff before with Magic and Kareem and then Shaq and Kobe? We knew Kareem was not the man anymore. It was Magic. They made the decision and we won. They made the decision that Shaq had to leave and we're going to roll and hatch and stick our wagon on Kobe Bryant. Shaq left and won with Miami. And Kobe suffered for a minute. And then Powell came and he won 2 more championships. Sound like that was the right move, right? They knew it was time to make a move. Why are we struggling with this right here? This is not hard. Let me say this again, because LeBron James is 40. Be 41 in a minute. What are we talking about? Luka ain't even 25 years old, and he's great. So in other words, the language all across the board need to change. As a Laker fan from 1979 who's seen this, let's go on record real quick. Forget LeBron James. I said, he's just a great piece, an additional piece. That's all LeBron is now. We ain't calling LeBron in. We shouldn't be. I don't know if they're done or not. Forget LeBron. We shouldn't be calling LeBron in and asking him what we should be doing for this roster. You should be calling Luka Doncic now. This ain't gonna be LeBron's team in 5 years. It's gonna be Luka's team. You think they bringing in Aiden? And I'm glad that this proves it. You thinking they bringing in Aiden for LeBron? No. Everybody knows that Luka needs an athletic big man. A guy that can move around. A guy that can catch lobs. A guy that's a threat offensively. That's what Aiden is. Nobody, they made the move for Luka first. If LeBron can fit in, and he can because he's a great basketball player, then he'll make the adjustments and get with it. We ain't trying to serve LeBron. Look, I'm tired of this now. I should be talking about the Cowboys, but I had to get on here and make a statement. Forget this dude here. We ain't no more decisions for that dude right there. None. He 40. Be 41 when the season starts. A little bit later after the season starts. But look, we know he either gonna ship in. If you want to leave, let him leave. This dude right here, he 41. If you want to trade him. We can get some more people. He 41. Hey, bye. If he want a championship so bad, go on hit your wagon to Dallas, where everybody seemed to be at. Go on get him there. We gonna bust up that roster and we'll be happy. But we ain't trying to listen for this guy no more. We ain't constructing a roster for him. Instead, we constructing a roster for that dude right there. Let me get out of the way. That dude right there above my shoulder. That's who the organization run through now. I'm just putting it on record. God bless LeBron. Thank you for your service. Thank you for putting another championship up. Thank you. Thank you. You promised us a championship. You gave it. Thank you, LeBron. Thank you, sir. But for the first time in your life, the earth don't revolve around you no more. Not now. The earth revolves around that dude. Is that dude better than you? Probably not. Not even close. Is he a better player than you right now? there's an argument there. Even at your age, some will still say LeBron is better than Luka. You're going to have some that going to say Luka better. So there's an argument there. There's a debate there. But this organization ain't running through you by year. No, your day is over with. Sorry. Nobody ain't texting you and calling you on the phone, or they shouldn't be, asking you first what we want to do, what coach. You already got what you wanted. Your son is here. You got JJ as your coach. You did all that. They catered to you. Ever since you've been here. You wanted AD, they catered to you. They gave you what you wanted. Okay, them days over with now. Alright, look, you don't like it? Tough cookie. You opted in for $52 million. Take your $52 million and be happy. No, this right dude right there. Let me get out the way. That dude right there. That guy. Luka. That's who's driving the car now. And as soon as the Laker organization, which I think they have, and as soon as the fan base, most important, realize that Luka is now number one, we can go on with Laker business as usual. This ain't nothing new to us. There was a point in shift where Kareem was great and Magic was great, and Kareem got a little bit older, and Pat Riley said, Magic, I gotta have you drive the car now. Huh? This is what Pat Riley said. What happened? Magic Johnson, I think, won 2 or 3 MVPs. Right after that, Lakers still won. Kareem was on the team. This is nothing new to the Laker fans. Well, it shouldn't be, of us older Laker fans. You had Shaq and Kobe, and Shaq was great. Just a little bit above Kobe, if you want to say that. But at some point, the Lakers had to make an organization move. Like, these two are even now. They're superpowers. Kobe has elevated himself to being the man. And Shaq is still the man. But he's getting a little older now. And we got to make a decision. Who we going to hitch our wagon to? The Lakers said, bye, Shaq. You go down there to Miami. Go on down there with a young D-Wade. We know y'all still going to be good, and we're going to suffer just for a little bit. But we're gonna ride with this young bull, Kobe. See where that take us. Took a little time, but Pau Gasol came in, and guess what? 2 more championships. Lakers made the right decision. Shaq went down in health, started getting injured, wasn't in shape and all that. Right decision. Here we are again. We just ain't never seen a 40-year-old man play like this. I see you, Pastor. I see you saying, and I think T. Foster, T said, it's not guaranteed that Luka will sign. It's not. So that's why you go to him now and let him run the show. You don't hold LeBron asking LeBron nothing. You can mention it, but you don't know the car is driven by Luka Doncic now. We ask Luka, you don't ask LeBron, do you want Aiden for your center? Or you ask Luka that. You go ask Luka what kind of offense need to be played. You don't ask Magic no more. LeBron no more. You don't do that. LeBron may be, even at 40 years old, he may be, if he's still what he is, which is an all-NBA player, he very well may be the greatest number 2 option in the history of the game. Because he still can give you 25, 27. You know, on them good nights, he's going to put you 35, almost 40 points up. That's it. LeBron is great. But the organization shouldn't run through him no more. And because of what T just said, right here, he says it's not guaranteed that Luka will sign. Well, we need to be making it as hard as possible for him to leave. Give him what he wants. It's the way that all superstars have been dealt with, so it ain't nothing new. You want to keep him? You got to do it. Pastor is saying he's going back to Dallas. I know his heart is still there. You'd be a fool to say that his heart is not still in Dallas. Part of his heart is still, he just come to LA. Been in Dallas his whole life. I'm quite sure he loved those people there. I understand. I'm not sure they want him back though. I'm not sure. And by that time, we're talking next year. I hear what you're saying. He wants a ring. I agree. I don't know if Dallas is gonna do it though. If Kyrie is not Kyrie, we won't know that until later on this year. And we don't know how, and Kyrie has always been somewhat of an injury-prone type guy. And Kyrie still believes in his head he's a, alpha, number one type dude. And I don't think that he's going to be ready to let that go. I think Kyrie is in a rush to get back because, of course, he still believes he's that guy. And I can tell, Pastor, you from Dallas, I would want Luka Doncic back. I would want him back. I'm saying my Lakers need to make it as hard as possible for them to even think about the Dallas Mavericks. And Dallas is going to be attractive. AD ain't worth a dime. I mean, I'm sorry, we had him over here and he spent more time on the sideline with his street clothes on more than he, come on now. So on paper, y'all look great. Especially with the addition of Cooper Flag, no question. You can imagine Luka, Cooper Flag, Kyrie still will be, Kyrie, AD. When you can get anything out of him, if he's healthy, he's a great player. I ain't say he wasn't great. I just say he spent more time in street clothes. I was glad when we got rid of him. And I don't know exactly what the money, how much the Lakers could offer him in comparison to what Dallas may be able, when that time comes. I don't know. I would figure since he's a Laker, the Lakers would be able to, I don't know if I don't know how the Supermax thing goes. I don't know. I don't know I don't know that. So I don't even want to comment on that. But if the Lakers can offer a Supermax, well, there's one advantage because you'd be able to offer more money than any other team. So I don't know if that's the case. We already know that if you can offer Luka, which he will be at this point, if you can offer him more than SGA is getting paid in Oklahoma City, as we all know, if you're a basketball fan, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander just signed a contract that I think he's getting paid $71 million a year now. By the time Luka gets done this year, he'll be right there too. I don't know if Dallas can pay him that or would he want a pay cut. I mean, he very well could love the place. All that type of stuff. I don't know. Marketing, Luka's marketing all over the world, so endorsements is not a problem. But it's something about playing for the Lakers. I think, Pastor, you can agree with it. It's just a whole different world. You make it in LA, you get a few more things. So that's what this is all about, to be honest with you. Whether he leaves or not, and the Lakers made a great step in showing that, in my view, in my opinion, that when we got DeAndre Ayton, when we got him, that is a Luka decision. Didn't have nothing to do with LeBron. And I'm not, and it looked like the Lakers are smart enough. I mean, they got to be smart enough to know this. Exactly, T. Luka getting paid all over the world. You have to look him up to see his endorsement deals. They don't advertise his endorsement deals or, his international stuff that he got in America. You see what I'm saying? He's a god overseas. I mean, literally. You know what I'm saying? So there's money involved in that. And then, of course, he's a money-making machine here in the States. So I mean, money is not an issue. So if y'all trying to say, okay, he's got the money there and then he could take a pay cut in Dallas, y'all very well could be right. I haven't studied Luka enough to know his personality like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I got you. I already know. He's not that guy. He's just a ball. He's just a gym rat. That's what he is. He's just a ball player. What I'm saying is that if you want to keep him, you better respect him as the number one option. And the quicker the fan base of the Los Angeles Lakers realize that, for those that are whose smile is dependent upon LeBron James and Chris Paul, not Chris Paul, but Rich Paul being happy. Man, nobody don't care nothing about what Rich Paul is saying. Y'all don't know who that is. That's LeBron's age. Those days over with. We don't care nothing about making LeBron happy. You finna retire, man. Good luck. It's about making Luka and Luka Doncic alone happy. This is the way this is the Lakers' way. Oh yeah. When he was younger, I know too. Yeah, I know. I mean, Luka's international. I mean, LeBron is too. I mean, but Luka's the man. Well, we know that. But I don't care nothing about what Rich Paul is saying when it comes to LeBron. You can't dictate an organization now because you're not driving, or you shouldn't be driving. The car is being driven by Luka in LA, the Lakers organization, or it should be. And that's a shame too. You said Luka didn't have one commercial in Dallas. That's a shame. That's a shame. All them businesses in Dallas. All of the international business in Dallas. All that he ain't had one. You ain't gonna have that problem in LA. I guarantee that. I guarantee that. And, you know, I don't know if I really don't think that's the decision made. I really just don't. You know, somebody said it early. I believe it was Pastor that said it early. He wants a ring, and Dallas is setting itself up, you know, at least on paper, that they're gonna be something to deal with. You add in a talent like Luka back, if that's what he want to do, you can see the advantages of that. The Lakers are nowhere near the talent level of Dallas right now, and Dallas is locked in with some of that talent for years to come. The Lakers are slowly but surely on a somewhat of a slight rebuild, if you want to say. You know, they got some of our guys. Okay, T said he didn't want that hype. Okay. Y'all know him better than I do. That's why I ain't gonna argue with it. You know, the Lakers are with somebody like Dalton Connect and Austin Reeves and Rui and those guys. They ain't like Dallas as far as depth wise go, but they ain't bad by no means. And another year they could be even better than what they were. But make no mistake about it. And that's really all I came to talk about real quick. That's why I say this is gonna be quick. This is not hard for me because I haven't seen it before. This Lucas thing. Yeah, it almost sounds like blasphemy when you got this dude over my shoulder on your team who everyone still believes, and most of all he believes, that the earth revolves around him. It used to be that way. It's been that way. Even now, at his old age, it's been that way. Until the trade for Luka Doncic came. All things changed for him. When that guy right here on my shoulder came, LeBron went from driving the car to the passenger side. When this guy right here showed up in LA, whether it was admitted or not, He became the driver, and this dude right here became the passenger side. For the first time in his career, he can't dictate absolutely nothing because all eyes and voices go to him now. This dude. This dude. This dude right here is the first phone call that everybody need to be making in my Lakers organization. Right here. Whether we think he's the greatest, whatever, this is the guy. This guy used to be the guy. This is the first time it done happened. In Miami, he was the man. In Cleveland, he was the man. When he came to LA, he was the man. He was the man last year. Until this guy showed up. 20-some years old, this guy. Be 41 in December. This guy. Somebody's coming, hey, just don't say that Bradley Beal is Wade. Well, we need a shooter. An injury-prone guy like Bradley Beal, but still can flat out shoot the ball. You ain't going to get no whole year out of him. He stayed. He's been injured since he got drafted. Bradley Beal stay hurt. So, you can't bank on that, but hey, bring him in for the ride. Maybe we can have him ready to play all the time. Maybe he can string some games together in a series, and maybe we can use them. That's what it's going to take. But this guy right here, if you wanted a Bradley Beal, you don't ask this guy right here. That guy. You don't ask him. You ask that guy. I'm going to get it right in a minute. That guy. Let me slide the right way. No. You ask that guy. That's the new pecking order now. Or it should have been anyway. You ask that guy. Let's look. You ask him first. You ask this guy second now. And it's hard because for 20 years, and you add in the high school years when he played high school ball, he's been the number one guy his whole life. Do you understand that? Any basketball team that this guy right here has been on, he has been the number one guy. And it took 40 years before he became number two because of that guy. That guy right there. Look. I mean, that's powerful in itself. But we need to stop acting like it's fan base and whoever in the building of the Los Angeles Lakers who really believe that this guy is number two and this guy is still number one. No, sir. He retiring. He gonna be retiring. But, he's gonna retire. It's gonna happen. And so your investment should not be in what this dude right here wants. It's over now. He's a great piece. He still can play. He's still going to give you 25. He's still going to be an all-NBA player, probably. But the organization don't run through him no more. Or it should. This is what the Lakers do. I'm going to say it again for those that just came in. We had this with Kareem and Magic at a certain point where Kareem was the top dog. And then Pat Riley said, Magic, I need you to take over. Magic became MVP of the league multiple times. Lakers kept winning championships because Magic took over. It was a switching. Kareem went from driving the car to the passenger seat. And the Lakers kept winning. We saw it with Kobe and Shaq. Shaq was considered to be the man. Kobe was not too far behind. But then at a certain point, they made a decision and say, hey, we're going to go ahead and ride with Kobe. Shaq went to Miami, won with Wade, and we suffered for a little bit, but Kobe brought us back. Powell came here, won 2 more championships. Lakers made the right move. They hit their luggage to the right wagon. Kobe. It's the same thing over again. It's just strange that this guy's 40 years old. This guy right over my shoulder, and he's still dominant. That's the only difference. But this guy right here is 23 years old, 22, 23 years old. Hello? He ain't even reached his prime yet. The boy just got, just really getting to his drinking age. Shit. He ain't too far from 21. And he's great. This is not hard. And we didn't usually have a problem with this, but for some reason, and I know why, it's because of this dude. Because with this dude, he's been great so long that it's almost like foreign language to even approach him as if he's a number 2 or number 3 option, or he's not the best. It's almost blasphemy to say that about this dude. That's how great he has been. But the time has come. Laker fans, take it from me. Laker fans is 79. I know how this organization runs. Somebody said trade LeBron now. Well, if he want to go, somebody take up that $52 million. We're going to bust up somebody's team. And that's a really good way to get it back going, to keep us somewhat relevant. Because if LeBron go, we're going to, like for instance, if we went to Dallas, and I heard the rumor talking about, how to get him to Dallas. Well, you're going to bust up that nice depth y'all got over there. You get him. I want P.J. Washington. I want the center, the other center. That's just for starters. I need a good wing guy that can play two-way, offense and defense. Yeah, we're going to bust somebody up. If you want LeBron, you can have. You're going to gotta trade away your team. He's still that good that he demands that type of respect in a trade. This dude right here. But make no mistake about it. If you gonna trade him away, watch this. You better ask him first. Because see, Luka got to be signed. Huh? See, LeBron get on there and can cry out, I want to be traded. You better make a call to him first. You better make a call to him first. I don't know, Mo Gravy. A team like Dallas or a championship contender, they wouldn't bust up the depth part so much. And I doubt they would get started because you're right. I agree with you. 42-year-old, he's going to retire. But this dude right here, if it was a trade, they would look at him like, this is what would get us over the hump. He's still that good. And teams, for desperation of winning the championship, would make a move for a 42-year-old. Because he ain't the average 42-year-old playing basketball now. Or he will be 42 when the season starts. In December of the next season. So he'll be 42 at some point during the season. So teams would make a move like that. Because the load wouldn't be on him. If he go to somewhere like Dallas, if he did go to Dallas, which I seriously doubt. But if he did, the load wouldn't be on him. See what I'm saying? If he went to Golden State, it would be somewhat of a load, yeah. I'm just throwing teams out. I'm just throwing hypotheticals out. If he went to Houston, we know he ain't going to Houston, but I'm saying the load wouldn't be on him. So that would be the final piece that you need to get it done. Yeah, and I believe teams would make that move. Oh, no question. He's different. LeBron is different. He still can demand a real high price trade. Now you ain't giving them no picks for him. I wouldn't. But as far as player for players, yeah, I would. If it's all about winning a championship for the following year, yeah, I would. I would. But before you do that, Mo Gravy, check it out. because he ain't running nothing no more. The organization don't run through him. You know, it shouldn't. It run through him. Get out of here. That guy. Look. Not him. Him. The quicker Laker fans realize this, we can go on about the bid and stop all this debating about LeBron. LeBron don't run nothing now. He shouldn't, at least. Don't care what he say. Don't care what Rich Paul say. Don't care nothing about what they. No. He's a great player. He's all NBA player. He's great. I know he's great. He's great. But the time has come. See, the Lakers are used to having a superstar. Just in case you don't know, Luka can get out of here next year. We need to be doing all we can to save him and have him in our uniform for the next 8, 9, 10 years. This dude won't be playing basketball in 8, 9, 10 years. All decisions, that's what it's all about. Championships or not. This dude, we need to lock him up. We need to lock him up. Even at the expense of this dude right here. I look, it's nothing to talk about. He don't run nothing. Luka is the man. You need to ask now. That's the bottom line. And y'all, look, all you young Laker fans, or all you great LeBron James people, I don't care what y'all say. Y'all know it's the truth. It's time. I ain't saying it's time for him to retire, but it's time for the shift with no questions. Luka Doncic is the man. We're going to get another coach. You ask Luka Doncic first. If you're going to bring a player in, you ask Luka Doncic. You want to know what offense we're running? You let Luka. It's not hard, man. J.J. Redick is LeBron's coach. He got him here. Man ain't never coached nothing. LeBron brought him in. Guess what? If Luka don't like J.J. Redick, I mean, disrespect LeBron again. LeBron got coaches fired, hired, everything else. This is where we are. If J.J. Redick is not liked by Luka, it's time to get another coach. Because you're doing everything you can to make sure that this dude that you traded for, Luka Doncic, stays in a Los Angeles Lakers uniform for the next 8 to 10 years. That is the only goal. And yes, right now, because he's not that is more important than winning a championship. See, if you win a championship with right now, let's just act like the Lakers could win the championship next year. What good would that do if we win the championship and LeBron retired, because he was going out then, and then Luka leave? Now where you get? So the goal should be, as of right now, to do everything you can to make sure that Luka Doncic is happy. And you keep him in LA. And does that mean that is a higher priority than the championship? Right now, this is going to sound strange coming from the Laker fan. The answer to that is yes. LeBron about to go. Retire. You got to. I mean, you ain't going to play this much longer. I agree, Pastor. I can't argue the point. You're right. Been to the finals. He has. Can't argue with it. That is the other side of this. That's the other side of it. That Luka already knows. He has experience with a lesser team where he was the man and made it to the championship. Luka believes he can carry anybody to the title. You know what I mean? I would think that since he carried the team to the finals. I understand, Pastor. I'm not arguing with you. Time will tell. Time will tell. I'm just coming from the Lakers' perspective. He ain't signed until the next year? Oh God, we have to impress him. We have to cater to him. We got to do this. We got to keep him at the expense of this dude here. His jersey will hang in Los Angeles forever once he retires. I don't think he'll get a statue. He'll have a statue in 3 places: Los Angeles, Miami, and Cleveland. He'll have all that. That's good and dandy. And it won't be long because he ain't gonna be playing too much longer. But we got a dude on this team now. This dude over here, him, that's gonna be playing basketball unless he just get tired of it. You would presume and think and assume that he's gonna be playing basketball, for the next 10 years minimum. And they're still young. 32, 33 years old is still young in basketball, especially today's athlete. So, you add up the years after that. Now, you keep in mind he's been playing professional ball since he was a teenager. And those years kind of count up on the body as well. But you figure this dude going to want to play ball for that period of time. He'll have plenty of chance to get money. And Pastor, who obviously, I'm assuming, Pastor, you're from Dallas. I'm going to assume you're from Dallas. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or you were a Maverick fan. See, I'm right now, in the strange, I'm right here in Memphis. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm a Laker fan all my life. Been in Memphis all my life. I'm a Laker fan. Somebody gonna say, why you ain't the Grizzlies? We ain't had no Grizzlies growing up here in Memphis. Shoot, it wasn't even no cable TV back during those days. Cable TV didn't come out, at least for me, until 1982. I agree, Pastor. Are you from Dallas? I don't. Because you have a little bit more insight. You are from Dallas. Good. Pastor, I don't know if you're a Cowboy fan, and I don't know, this is probably your first time seeing me, because I've never seen you before. Subscribe to my show, if you don't mind. It won't cost you a dime or anything. I primarily talk about the Cowboys. That's what I do. But my secondary thing is talking about the Lakers. But I'm glad you're doing it. So, if you like the way I roll, subscribe. Mozzie and Danny said, we need Dane. Coming off an Achilles, you just don't know where you're going to be at the time when you come back. I mean, what good would it do? I hate to come from the negative perspective, but what good would it do to have Dane if he's not 100% and he's going to be, I appreciate you, Pastor. I don't know if he's, what he'll be like. See, that's the question mark. I mean, he's going to rush himself back and try to play, and then he's really not himself, with the potential of hurting himself again. And if he is coming back, how much is that going to cost you? And is he willing to sign somewhat of a long-term deal? And then you got to worry about the fit. Because, see, Luka plays a different type of ball. He got to have the ball in his hand for him to be totally effective. He's really not a motion type basketball player or motion offense where everybody touch the ball. They really ain't. That's not Luka's strong suit. I mean, once you watch him play, you see what I'm saying. Dame is that type of player too. You can't have to. That's why LeBron and Dame. LeBron can play in his system, but he's primarily the same type of player. He got to have the ball in his hand for him to be effective. Make the right passes, go to the, all that type of stuff. Can't have too many of them on the team, and it just ain't gonna work. See, a LeBron to me, a LeBron, a Luka, and a Dame on the same team, that wouldn't work to me. A bunch of ISO ball. You know what I'm saying? And they good enough. They're all three good enough one-on-one players to destroy you. But I don't think that will work. don't think that would work. I really don't. So, y'all forgive me for that tip. Pastor said, Laker fan, um, Luka would torch. Other fans would torch Luka if he doesn't win. If he comes back to Dallas, he would win the ring and be like the face of the franchise. But the pressure on anybody when you put this jersey on, it's different. I mean, there's really only one other team that has that same type of pressure, and that's the Boston Celtics. When you put those two jerseys on, there is no other expectation other than the championship. But that ain't nothing new. That's the way it always has been with us. That's the way it always has been. When LeBron came here, this ain't Cleveland. And this ain't Miami. It was already known. When you come here and you still was the man, you still was young, the expectation when he first came here, and when we got AD to run along with him, Magic was running the team. I'm quite sure he said, look, it just ain't no question. A banner need to go up in the building. We need that's all this is all about. The standard don't change in LA. I would assume, as much as I despise the Celtics, but I would assume that the standard is a world championship. So, you know. But we smart enough to know if Luka see Pastor, here's the thing. See, we want the title, but we also smart enough to see if it's Captain America going against Thanos and everybody else. If you know what I'm talking about, the Avenger movie, before Captain America got that call in his ear and then all the other Avengers showed up. Before that, it was just Captain by himself against getting ready to fight everybody else. See, if it's Luka against the Oklahoma City Thunder, as they are presently constructed, we Laker fans, we ain't stupid. We know we can't beat Oklahoma City right now. And they just started. It's going to take it's going to have to be more than Luka in order to take them down in a 7-game series. I just threw them out. You know, Denver has improved. They should be right back in this thing. Houston is going to be something to deal with if they can stay healthy. Oh, I already know. You know. So we gonna be LA now, but we ain't just gonna blame it. We know what we gotta do. What's up, Freddie? I see you brought out, somebody else brought out Bradley Beal, but I Bradley can shoot it, but Bradley been primary. He's another AD. He's worse than AD, if you ask me, Freddie, because Bradley Beal has spent more time hurt more than he's played, and he's been hurt when he came out of college. I mean, come on. I mean, this dude, I can't bank on him. I'm sorry. And I know you may say something like, hey, well, just have him ready for playoff time. Yeah, but can he make it through the playoffs? I mean, this dude, I can't get hype over somebody like a Bradley Beal or somebody like somebody. I need people in order to win. If we concentrating on Luka, we need all the bullets there for him. He's not gonna be able to beat Oklahoma City 1-on-5. It's just DeAndre Ayton ain't good enough. Austin Reeves, DeAndre Ayton, Luka, those three, and I know LeBron is there, but you got to beat these teams. You got to beat some of these teams 4 out of 7. I don't know. I'm just being honest. If Dallas stay healthy, look out. I mean, hello. If that, and I know they ain't gonna have him because AD ain't worth a dime. I mean, I know that. Street clothes, the captain of the street clothes team, AD, it just ain't no way. I already know you're gonna get hurt. Question is when and what's the injury. I hate to say that about him, but that's his track record. It is what it is. Him and Zion Williamson. I mean, it's Bradley Beal deserve to be on that same list. I can't do it. And speaking of this dude that's over my shoulder, LeBron, I mean, every year lately, he has an injury that takes him out for about a week or 2 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks. That's what he does. So right now it's really about getting all these folks together. Trying to appease Luka because he's got to be signed after next year. You can't let his contract go out and he become a free agent. You got to appease this guy, that guy. It ain't about appeasing this guy anymore. No. All decisions go through this guy. Not that guy. For the first time in his career, he ain't running nothing. It go through this guy. Not that guy. Great piece, great player, Hall of Fame player, recognized, depending on who you're arguing with. Some will say he's the greatest basketball player to ever live. Me, I say he's top 2. Will depend on what you like and what you don't like. Whatever the case may be, the bottom line is LeBron James is great, but it is now time that the organization shift its focus not on what he wants, not what Rich Paul wants. Who cares what they say in the media? Who cares? You got one goal. As a Laker fan myself of 79, let's talk about it. Now the shift of the focus of the organization should go through this man right here. Forget LeBron. LeBron won't be playing in the next 5 years. This dude will still be in his 20s in 5 years. It's not a hard thing to talk about. We don't care nothing about who LeBron want to play with. Who cares? It's about do Luka want to play with him. This is what we've done. Magic had it with Kareem. Kobe had it with Shaq. It's time for the old guard to give it to the new guard. Kareem did it for Magic. Shaq left. Kobe took over. It's the same thing over again. It's time to shift. That's all I'm saying. I don't care about it. All these Laker fans who don't know about the history of the Lakers and how our organization run, and you think that the Laker organization started with Kobe Bryant, or you think it started with LeBron James, I'm sorry. There's still a lot of us that remember that go all the way back to the Lakers, the early days. I'm saying the early, the 80s. Who know how this thing go. We were there. We saw it. I ain't gonna say we were there. We were fans. We saw how this thing went. We saw the Hall of Fame team. Everybody in your starting five just about a Hall of Famer, with the exception of Byron Scott. Everybody else is a Hall of Famer. We saw how this went. We saw when the shift happened, when Pat Riley said, Magic, I need you to take over. It's time for Kareem to go to the passenger side now. And Kareem was still dropping the sky hook on him. Magic became MVP of the league multiple times when Pat Riley said, I need you to take over. We saw Shaq leave, go to Miami and win while the Lakers suffered. But the Lakers made a decision to ride with Kobe Bryant. He paid them back 2 more championships. The same thing just doesn't happen. It's between these two now. And why everybody loved that guy and then all this, he's just acting. LeBron, Rich Paul are speaking from a position that they've been speaking about it for over 30 years. Once you add in all the high school, LeBron James has never been a number 2. Never. And it's hard for him. It's got to be. that the organization don't run through him, because that's all he know. When he was in high school, his AAU team, he didn't go to college in Cleveland, in Miami, even with Wade and Bosh there. LeBron was the man. And he was the man when he got here. And he was the man in LA until that guy right there was traded for. And the sooner that everybody catch that page there, the better off everybody. It won't be hard to figure out how to figure things out from that point on. Folks talking about, well, we don't know if DeAndre Ayton can play with LeBron. And all. Forget LeBron. But we know he can play with Luka, because Luka loves an athletic big man. It ain't about LeBron. That's what I need to tell the Laker fans. It ain't about LeBron no more. Well, it shouldn't be. It ain't about can he play with LeBron. LeBron will have to adjust. Right now, we filling out this roster for Luka Doncic so he can sign a contract to stay with the Los Angeles Lakers. And that, my friends, is the bottom line. I appreciate y'all tonight. I would take phone calls. I ain't about to do that. I just had to get out there and set the record straight. I'm going back to the Cowboys now. I had to get that off my chest because I'm frustrated in my Laker groups. How everybody talking about LeBron. It ain't about LeBron. It ain't about LeBron no more. It shouldn't be. It's about Luka Doncic now. It has to be about Luka. From the coaching staff and everything else. If Luka don't like JJ Redick, forget LeBron. JJ Redick got to go. If Luka Doncic don't like JJ Redick in his plays, or don't like the way he coaches or whatever, hey, he got to go. That's LeBron's guy. He got to go. He has to go. If Luka don't like some player on his team, they got to catch a plane till he can get out of here. If LeBron poke his mouth out, so bad. Ain't about it no more. It's not. They started making that move because, see, if LeBron had the choice, Anthony Davis would still be in LA. See, the Lakers done moved on. See, it ain't just started with Luka coming. It started with AD even becoming in the conversation. They ain't asked LeBron James did he want Anthony Davis to leave? They shipped him on out of here. You think LeBron James liked that? No, he didn't like that. AD was his guy. AD only came here because LeBron was here. No, he didn't like that. So the Lakers have already shifted. The fan base need to catch up now. And everybody need to get on one page. But that's what we do as Laker fans. That's what we do. We gonna get on one page. And whether you like Luka or not, we hitching our wagon on him. Just like we did with so many others. You know, in the past, we doing the same thing. If he wins a title, hey, it was worth it. If he don't, we'll just see. It's Luka's team. Lock, stock, and barrel. LeBron is in the passenger seat now. And that is the bottom line. That's just the truth. Anybody that say he's not, you don't understand Laker basketball. All right. I'm done. Appreciate all y'all hanging with me. If you don't like what I said, put it in the comments. I don't mind opposition. I don't mind debate. I just know the Lakers franchise and how the wheel have always turned in Laker land. I've seen it too many years. I know when the shift happens between two superstars in LA. I don't know what two superstars in Chicago and all everybody I know. I don't know about Boston. I don't know about none of it. I don't know about Golden State, San Antonio. I don't know nothing about all these folks. I know about the Los Angeles Lakers. I could almost do a class, a dissertation on the Los Angeles Lakers. Been there. Been with them too long. When Magic left Michigan State, I went right with him. He's my favorite player of all time. Wherever he went, that's the team I was going to go with. He just so happened to come to the Lakers. Hey, I've been with the Lakers ever since. So we talking 1979 to this present moment. It's a long time, y'all. I know how this organization runs. And I know when the shift happens. And I'm saying the shift is here. And I know LeBron is still great. And it's just strange because we've never seen a guy this old still be this great. That's what the problem is. He still is great. Usually a guy his age usually are retired, and if they are playing, they are nowhere near the player that they were. This dude is still an all NBA player. That's unheard of. That's what make it a little difficult because everybody look at him as if he's still the guy. He ain't the guy on this thing. Believe it. All right. Appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good 4th of July. I done came on and guess what? I got to do some cooking tonight or early in the morning. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting everything ready. Y'all have a great 4th. I appreciate y'all hanging with me. This has been the one. Yep. Only I would come out be so bold like this. This is the one and the only. Y'all hit that like button for me as you leave, all right? Y'all jam with me because I'm going to let y'all hear my little... Now, I talk about the Cowboys so much, I need to give me one with the Lakers or something like that. But my outro would be my Lakers stuff, my Cowboys stuff. Hit that like button for me. Hit that like button. It won't cost you nothing. Give me about 20 a piece if you don't mind. Hit that like button for me. Help your boy out. Put this show in front of people's faces if you don't mind. Help me grow a little bit more. Appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the show. Wherever you watch me from. Those of you that are on TikTok, I'm sorry I didn't get to you. Appreciate you. Oh my goodness, a lot of people on there. Appreciate you guys on TikTok that hung with me. Thank you so much. I'm getting ready to get on out of here. Appreciate all of you. We will see you. Hey Greg, you came in late. It wasn't nothing about the Cowboys. You see my background? Look at my background, Greg. Talk about the Lakers. I ain't said nothing about the Cowboys. You see the color? Look at the purple and gold. Not today. No Cowboy talk today. I had to put a State of the Union address out to out to the Laker Nation and Laker fans. I had to put it out there. Go back, rewind, and listen to what I said, Greg, and see if you agree with me. If not, let me know you don't agree with me. I appreciate y'all, man. We out of here. Happy 4th of July to you guys. Don't eat too much. Hey, enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your families. For those that'll be around your families, we'll see y'all. Just turn on those notifications when I'm going live, and you'll be with me. Hit that bell. If you're on YouTube, hit that bell. Put it on all, so that way it'll pop up on your phone or whatever when I'm going live. TikTok, same way. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, same way. Just turn on the bell or the notification bar, and we'll make it happen. Until then, y'all, this has been the one and the only, the Big Time Show.